Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Coach's Corner. My name is Coach Terry Murray, and I am joined in studio this evening by my good pal, Coach Mark Pasnow, the co-host of tonight's show. Let's hear it for the coach.
How's everyone doing today?
All right. So we're working on some things still in studio, but we are feeling pretty good tonight. Man, we have got a lot to talk about. Coach Pasnow, let me tell you.
What are we looking at first?
Well, you already know. I got two words, one name. Two words and one name. It's Chase DeLauder. Come on now, that boy is something to talk about, let me tell you. My gosh. Have you ever seen a start like that really in our lifetime? When is the last time?
It's been a while. Charbonneau had a good start, but not like this.
That's what I was thinking, Joe Charbonneau. But my gosh, he was the only. He set the record. Basically, Chase DeLauder, and there's one other one, but that I'm going to save the other name for our question of the show. We're going to have a trivia question of the show that we're going to put on today. We're supposed to be doing it, and we get so carried away doing everything else, we forget the trivia question. So today we're bringing the trivia question back, and I'm going to save the second name of this little bit of tidbit of information today, and it's a big thing for Cleveland. First player in his first three career Major League Baseball games to have 4 home runs in his first 3 games. Now, that's pretty tight right there. I'm going to tell you, man. I don't know. I mean, who could we even think back that started off hotter than that? There's nobody really because, that's they're saying that is history right now. There's nobody else that's done it other than one other player. And we'll just might as well throw it out there to him, Coach Paz, right now. So who was the only other player to hit 4 home runs in his first 3 Major League career games, in his first 3 games to hit 4 home runs?
I have no idea.
Okay, well, we're going to find out. So those of you that got that question, be thinking of the answer. You'll probably Google it, but that's okay because you know what's on the line. On the line is our Coach's Corner. Let's get it, even though I'm not wearing mine today because I just come from the girls' softball game today for North Ridgeville High School. My granddaughter was played second base, left field, drove in the tying run of today's game, and they went on to win it after being down by 9 runs.
Wow, good job.
By 9 runs, and they came back and won the ball game. So whoever has that question will win a Coach's Corner hat. So again, who is the only other player in Major League Baseball history to hit 4 home runs in his first 3 career games other than our dude, Chase DeLauder? So that's the question for tonight. Oh, John's already got one. John Landy, welcome on board tonight. Lonnie Chisnall.
That right? That might be.
That's not correct.
Oh.
Let's see. Oh, no, nope. That's for the right answer. Wait a minute. That's the wrong answer. So,
hey, but I'll tell you what, DeLauder has been compared to Lonnie Chisnall.
Oh, well, that's a good comparison.
I heard that comparison today.
They say that he put on weight and put on muscle since last season. Remember, they brought him up for the playoffs there. And they're saying that he put on, I don't know how much weight it was. It was 10 pounds or 20 pounds, and he's been in the weight room.
Put a lot of muscle on.
Yeah, got some muscle. That's why when he's running around the bases, he's giving them, the muscle, what is it, grill arm sign or whatever it is. I don't know what it is. But
flexing. He's flexing.
It's flexing. That's it, Coach. Thanks for bailing me out. He was flexing as he's coming around third base when he hit them home runs. He hit one, that third one, he hit out to left field, dude.
Yeah.
He's a left-handed batter.
Barely looked like he even put the bat on the ball.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm excited about him. What do you think about him, Coach Paz? What do you think?
I think he could be a star. I'm one of them guys who don't want to, jump on the wagon too fast, just in case it was a fluke. I mean, it's only Seattle. Let's see when he faces, Seattle's got a good pitching staff. But let's see when he plays some of these other big teams and see if he still brings it, or even what usually happens to rookies like this is that they start figuring them out.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm afraid is going to happen. And I hope it don't. I pray it don't, because, he's bringing joy back to watching the Guardians.
He's making it exciting, man. People tune in. Used to be for just Jose, but now it's they're tuning in for him. And to be quite honest with you, a lot of those other, for the first 3 games, I mean, last night was a dud. They didn't play well at all. They got shut out. But I mean, other than that, the first 3 games, they all they did pretty good.
Yeah, they did really well.
And but we have no home runs other than him in the first 3 games. So hopefully,
then
someone
again,
will pick it up.
the guys are still trying to get their timing down and all of that.
Yeah.
So it's going to take a little bit of time for everybody else to get caught up.
Yeah. Jade said he's the Tim Couch of the Guardians.
I thought he was the Grady Sizemore, Jade.
Oh, Jade, you done messed up. Grady's your dude. She was in love with Grady Sizemore. Her and Tara, I think.
Yep.
Weren't they?
They still are.
Her and Tara. That's our daughters there. Love some Grady Sizemore, man. So, all right, welcome. Coach Lozano's on. Trevor. Coach, you cheated, man. But that's okay. You can cheat to win a hat. So you got a Coach's Corner hat coming. Coach Dave Lozano. Got the answer. It's Trevor Story. He said via Google. Trevor Story. But it's true. That's who it is. Trevor Story and Chase DeLauder is the only 2 players in Major League Baseball to have 4 home runs in 3 games.
Let's just hope he doesn't end up like Trevor Story.
Yeah, we don't want that to happen for sure. But I think he's going to be fine. I think we got a good young team. Little concerned with I'm still concerned a little bit with our pitching, but we'll see as the season goes on.
I think our pitching is going to be okay.
Yeah.
Gavin Williams, he's a beast. And then I like the Joey Cantillo. I really like that kid. And then you got Bibby, who's he might be on his downhill turn already. I hope not. I just hope it's a little fluke thing going on with him. And then who's the 4th guy?
It was the guy who played first base.
Messick. Messick's one of them.
You like him, and Rocchio's supposed to be coming on. He's been hitting pretty fair. Overall though, our team batting average is not that great. We're like at 195.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the rest of the teams here, and
that Valera hasn't really showed up yet either.
Yeah, he hasn't showed up. So, there's a few other teams below 200, but not a whole lot.
Yeah, Manzardo's got to wake up too.
Manzardo's going to come along. I like Manzardo. He's going to be a player. I really think, I've said it all along, that I believe the Cleveland Guardians, almost said Indians, but it's true.
That's what I call them.
Indians. I believe that they are a warm weather team. And you watch, that's, about June or July, they heat up, man, and they start playing ball.
Yeah, when it gets warm, they get warm.
When it gets hot, gets warm, they get warm.
Yep.
And the only thing that I can attribute that to is they have a lot of, how do I want to say it, dominions, from the southern states and island players coming, playing pro ball, and they're playing in Cleveland, which doesn't break 80 degrees until after June 15th, it seems like,
They were interviewing a player. He plays up in was it Toronto?
Mm-hmm.
And he was saying how he lives in Florida, I believe it was. And when he has to come up for ball, how cold it is and how long it takes him to get his body, acclimated to those temperatures. And I can see that happening. I mean, it'll stiffen you up.
Yeah.
I mean, I played in the Chile Open where we used to have to play ball in the snow, softball in the snow, and it hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts your body.
Yeah, just think about it. You're out there hitting 100-mile-an-hour fastball coming down the pike with a wooden bat in 30-degree weather. It's got to sting a little bit for sure.
And your joints ain't fully loose neither.
Yeah. Well, guys, let me give a plug to the show real quick for those that have never tuned in before, maybe are just tuning on. I've got to start remembering to do this sooner. We are Coach's Corner. You're looking at two coaches here with many years of coaching experience in football and baseball and basketball. We've played it, we've coached it, and we have actually coached together for quite a few years on our youth football team and on other teams too, as that goes. And we've had some success. So, we've coached literally into the thousands when it comes to players and kids and honestly, young adults when we were in the semi-pro football, uh, when I was coaching semi-pro football. So we have a little bit of experience with things. So we decided to start a show called Coach's Corner. So we'd be able to share all of our experiences. I know sometimes we jump right in, we start talking about pro ball, but I promise you at some point and some point soon, we are going to start breaking in these past players and coaches. I've already been in contact with them. The only thing that's holding this up right now is there is a glitch between Facebook and actually Facebook, and it is Android phones as far as bringing a split screen up when we are actually feeding live to bring someone else on the show. And it's supposed to be able to do that. I have done it in the past on the show, but we're just not able to do that right now. So we're in the process of working all that out. And so we're hoping by the time we kick off, and this is a good time to talk about our draft day show that we're going to be putting on April 23rd. We're going to be having the NFL draft show right here on Coach's Corner. That's going to be a special. It'll be on Thursday night. And what we're going to do is you will be watching and listening to us as we're watching the show, breaking it down. So what I would say is you can watch the show on your TV and watch us on your phone. Turn the show down on the TV and listen to me and Coach Paz now. Coach Paz now has got a plethora of information on these guys. And, we're going to make it fun. We are going to have prizes. We're going to have games. So if you tune in to us, you're going to have a chance to win. Hey, Jimmy Lingenfelter is on board tonight. He says, hello, coaches. And we have, let's see, Coach Dave Lozano says, they're just under 160 games to go. It's going to be okay. Yeah, you got that right. There's a lot of baseball games, man. All summer, all spring, all summer, and it goes into fall, and it's usually snowing before they quit playing. So, we're going to be all right. Jade says Grady was her man. So thanks for tuning in. One other thing. I need you guys. Let's get back to the NFL draft show, Coach. We need everyone out there, as you're watching us tonight, if you would please like and follow this page on Facebook, but also share this so we can get some more views. And also, I need you to go to the link on Coach's Corner Facebook. We have our YouTube channel link on the page. You can go to it, click on it, and subscribe to Coach's Corner YouTube channel, because that's where we're going to be trying to transition everything over to, is to the YouTube channel. So I need to get all of you guys over there. And then on the YouTube channel, Coach Paz, we're able to invite people on and do the split screen with them and bring them on the show. So that's our reasoning. I know that's a lot to talk about, and you guys probably zoned out on me there, but I got to put this out there for you so you understand why we're, not having the other players and coaches on. It's not because we don't want them on. I would have had them on already, but we can't do it because of the Facebook glitch, Coach Paz. So let's talk about a little bit about, okay, now that we got Chase the Lotter on everybody's brain here, and we talked about the Guardians, let's not forget that we have on opening day is coming. It's going to be April 3rd. So I don't know. It looks like it's supposed to be decent weather as far as temperature goes, but they're calling for rain all week.
Yeah, but that's what, Friday, if I'm not mistaken, is the 3rd?
Yeah, let's see what it is.
I think it's just supposed to rain in the morning.
Yeah, Friday the 3rd. It's the 3rd.
Depends on what time the game is. Usually, no in Cleveland, it's probably at noon, so it'll still be raining.
Yeah, it's supposed to be, like I said, warmer weather this week. So hopefully that'll bless us and it'll stay here for sure.
Yeah, opening day is always cold.
That's for sure. Your daughter, youngest daughter, Alexi, says, "Hi, Papa. It's
Nope,
Serenity." Oh, that's Serenity. That's who it is. Okay. She's on there. Your granddaughter is watching the show. That's it. Get it. The more the merrier, Serenity. Everybody is invited. Get them on and share this with everyone you know. And don't forget to go to the YouTube channel and subscribe, Serenity, to the YouTube channel. Share with all your friends. Let's get this show out there so we can get everybody involved with it. All right, Coach. I blew it. Iowa's gone. They're not in anymore. But you were kind of on the mark on your picks. You got Michigan and UConn is still in. Michigan, Arizona, UConn, and Illinois is still in the Final Four here. So.
Yeah, Illinois. I don't know. They just. I mean, they're not bad, but you know, you never trust the Big Ten. But Michigan, they beat Alabama, and Alabama gave them the game that I thought they would give them. Just in the second half, Michigan just took over.
Yeah, they're the real deal.
Connecticut, they got my boys. They got Duke. I had Duke winning it all, so my bracket's busted. But that was and I hate to say it, that was one of the luckiest shots I've ever seen. That was.
Man, they had 10 seconds on the clock. All they had to do is get the ball into the forecourt and then just try to hold on to it.
Well, what happened was, it was Boozer, it was Kalen Boozer.
Mm-hmm.
And the kid went, and what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to catch the ball and you turn and you face your opponent. That way you can see what options you have.
Yeah.
Now, the pass in to Cameron Boozer was good. Cameron threw it back like he should because that guy's not going to be covered. That guy went and threw it into Kalen. Well, Kalen took a dribble. That's his number one mistake. He took a dribble.
He took a dribble.
And once you take a dribble, you're froze.
That's
because you can get a traveling call on any little movement you make practically. And he tried to throw it over their heads. You know, it's a bad move on his behalf, and he was very upset that he messed up.
Yeah.
But you know what? Live and learn. And
he's young. Is he a freshman or sophomore? He's a freshman.
I think he might be a freshman.
From what I think he is a freshman. So freshman mistake.
Yeah.
And you know what? He'll probably never do that again for sure. After you make it at a grand scale like he did right there, you'll never forget that mistake. Jimmy Lingenfelder, I just want to say, hey man, he's always chiming in.
Love Jimmy Lingenfelder.
Jimmy Lingenfelder was a good player for us. Played for the Mini Rangers, and he is out right now. He's really he's into the outdoors. Every time I see him, he's catching a fish about the size of I know there's no sharks around here, but some of them look about that big, the ones he's catching. So he's really an outdoorsman and doing a lot of good things out there. I think, Jimmy, if you're still watching, I think he just got his license as a guide. He's a guide now.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but congratulations, Jimmy. Let's see. John Landy says Duke was my favorite team to win it all. I guess I lost it all.
Mine too.
Gandhi is on board. Hey, Coach. Hey, Coach Paz. He says Dustin Wanowski is in the house. Wanowski, look out. He wants to come on the show. I told him we definitely want him on, but hopefully you heard the whole reason why we haven't had you on yet. We're having some technical difficulties with Facebook, and we're hoping and praying by draft day on April 23rd, we're going to be able to bring everybody on board from the YouTube channel. So make sure, Dustin, go to the YouTube channel and like and subscribe, just like my little granddaughter says. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe when she's a little baby. So make sure you do that. Good to see you, Dustin. So, all right. So now, here we go. Down to 4 teams. Let's see. I lucked out. I still have, I stuck with Michigan because I thought Michigan was good. But, or no, Michigan played Alabama. I chose Alabama, didn't I?
I don't know.
Yeah, I did.
Alabama.
So I'm out on Michigan. I think I chose Arizona and Duke. So my team, the only one I got left in it is Arizona. That's the only skin I got left in.
That's the only one I got left in it.
Is Arizona. So who else? What do you guys have? Dustin says, no worries. I'd love to see you guys when I can. So just keep me posted. Absolutely, Dustin. Absolutely. Make sure you share this with us. Like and share this. What you're watching right now. If you'll do that for us right now, everybody watching, just scroll down, hit the share button, like and share, of course, if you would
See if you
please.
can't get Jimmy on that show too.
Yeah, Jimmy Lingenfelder, we'll get you on here too. We'd like to hear about you. And that's kind of where we're going. We're going to start bringing some of our past players so they can come in, tell us a little bit about what they're doing right now and what their history is with the old coaches here. And it's just, that's really one of the major reasons we decided to do this. And so you guys, the younger generation, can see and learn from the things that we have experienced through sports. So, all right. So here's where we're at, Coach. Okay. Who are you picking? I mean, we've got, obviously, we're going to have to go with Arizona because that's who we chose.
Right.
But who else that was on here? Which one did any of you guys pick UConn? Okay. Because honestly, I don't want to put it past UConn. They seem to be like the.
They'll get to the finals.
Yeah.
There's a good chance they'll get to the finals. They can get past Illinois. But I don't see them winning it all. I think Michigan or Arizona is going to win it all.
So who do you think between Michigan and Arizona? Because Michigan's
playing
tough.
out of this world basketball
they really
right
are.
now, and they're going to be hard to beat. But Arizona is really, really good. I'm going to be rooting for Arizona because I don't like rooting for the team up north. But
we're Ohio State Buckeye fans. It's
Yeah.
hard to root for Michigan anything.
but Michigan is good. They're very good.
Yeah. Well, so
They're both going to be good
Who
games.
you thinking? Who you think? Let's make a pick right now.
I'll tell you
Even
what,
though
if I-
Arizona is
Yeah.
is who we,
I would say Michigan.
you think Michigan. So Michigan to win it all.
I think so.
Michigan to win it all. I'm going to piggyback on Coach Paz on that. I think after watching Michigan and Alabama, it got a little crazy there in the second half.
Yeah.
So, and they've just run away. So I think they got a lot of talent. UConn played their butts off. I don't know if they can do that 2 more times. I'm just saying, Paz said it was a lucky shot. I'll tell you what, the dude drilled it from about 35, 40 out.
Looked like Curry drilling something.
Well beyond the arc, man, when he shot it. So, and he was confident about it. He just went up and took the shot.
He's their best 3-point shooter.
He drilled it, man. So, Wanowski, let's see. Gandhi says UConn is looking pretty tough. I think they've got a chance for sure. All right, so I think he's going to go with UConn. John Landy, who you got there? Jay, Tim Couch ain't playing, but make your pick here. Whoever's on right now, let's make a pick. Let's have some fun here. We got to get the hat out to Coach Lozano, and I got to get not coach, but player, Cody Whitlock, who won his hat too. We still haven't got him his, so we got to get these Coach's Corner hats out there, and we're trying to get some merchandise. I'm looking into that a little bit. I'm going to try to get us some shirts and things like that so we can have a little bit of fun with it. But okay, so we got UConn and we got Michigan so far. So if there's anybody else on here that has a say on the Final Four, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay? All right, so now we talked about, we touched a little bit on the baseball. We did the Final Four. I'm honestly shocked over Cody Whitlock is on. There you go, Co. All right. He says, give me Arizona. All right, we're going to write it down right now. Let's write this down. So we got Cody for Arizona. Paz and Murr, we got Michigan. And Dustin Wanowski, he's going with UConn. So we're going to write this down. And this way they'll give you bragging rights. So as we go on, and then on next year's show, we'll say, hey, this guy picked the winner last year. So you'll have a little bit of say, gives you a little bit of clout when you win something like that. Right, Coach? You got to win it first, though. So.
Yes, they're from the
beginning.
That's the hardest part.
You got to go all the way from the beginning. That's right.
That's the hardest part.
That is crazy. Let's see if I'm missing anybody. Okay, so I don't see anybody else. Okay. So one more time, please go to the YouTube channel and like and subscribe because we are planning on doing an NFL draft show on April 23rd. It kicks off at 8 p.m., not 7:30. We're going to kick off at 8 p.m. The show starts at 8 o'clock. We will go live exactly at 8 o'clock, and we'll stay with you as long as the show goes on. Like I said, you won't be able to see the draft on TV unless you're watching it on your TV and watching us on your computer or on your cell phones. Turn us up, turn them down, and we'll lead you through the NFL draft. One more quick thing. We are on April 23rd. That'll be 2 Monday nights from now. We are going to be doing a mock draft. We want to do a mock NFL draft on April 13th. It'll be a Monday evening, 7:30. That's our show time, 7:30. And make sure you get your notes put together. Come on in. It's going to be a good show, a wild show. I want your guys' comments. I want to know what you think. We want to know what you think, not I. We. There's no I in team. We want to know what you think. Coach Paz has been building up to this for how many weeks, Coach? You tell me.
Quite a few. As soon as the season ended.
He's been on it. He just stays on it, man. Let's see. Lozano says, Arizona, they finally got a challenge when they were down by 7.5. The plays, met for team with 7.5. The players for team meeting and brought the defense in the second half. Coach Lozano is a defensive guy. Hey, Amy Lee Myers. Oh, it's Keith. Keith and Amy Lee. Keith is on board, our buddy from Southview. South Lorraine. Keith Myers is on the show. How you doing, Keith? Good to see you, man. Thanks for tuning in to Coach's Corner. Keith, what's your thought on this Final Four? Who is your team? Who are you picking, Keith? We're going to get into some Browns here in a minute, but we're going to finish up on this Final Four here. It's actually been a really good tournament. I mean, the games have been really close. And although, look, you've got 2 number ones in, a number 2 and a number 3. That's pretty well represented.
Yeah. Well, you should see the women's.
Yeah.
They're almost all number ones.
Well,
there's 2 games tonight. South Carolina, who's my favorite team, is going in there tonight, and they got I think they're playing Texas.
The Texas. Yeah. Well, so it's mostly all their number ones, but you know what? The thing of it is, everybody likes a good Cinderella story.
Yeah.
We don't have too many of them.
Yeah.
They're gone. The Cinderella teams are out. My team busted, 2 games ago, so I'm out with that, and we're going in. Let's see, who do we have? Keith says he's going with Michigan. Keith, we're going to write you down for Michigan. Keith Myers says Michigan. Okay, we got you. And John Landy, who's John got here? I tried to see. He's got somebody on here. Let's see. I thought I scrolled down by it. John, who'd you pick? UConn? Yeah, UConn by heart and not talent. He's going with UConn. So John Landy and Dustin Winowski is going with UConn. This ought to be interesting here. Let's see what happens. Says Boozer's a good player. I hope the Cavs don't draft him. Possibly acts like his daddy. Yeah, we were talking about that a little bit today. He's not happy with Boozer that played for the Cavs. Once LeBron come on board, he was ready to bail on us.
Yeah, but I got bad vibes about LeBron anyway. But he was good when he was with us. I gotta give him that.
So speaking of LeBron's, let's get a little bit on the Cavs since you mentioned LeBron. Let's transition over into some professional basketball since we're coming off the Final Four here. Now, so what is your take on everybody saying that LeBron is going to retire next year?
Okay, hit that clap button.
Oh, good. Okay, here we go. What? Yeah, that's what I say. What? He's going to retire. If you watch him play, the dude can still play.
He can still play, he acts like he's the president of the United States sometimes. Yeah, it gets on my last nerve.
It's true. It's true. I don't know. The guy's done everything. I think he's accomplished everything. He's transitioned over into movies, and I don't know what all he owns about everything. He's in part of everything. But me personally, I would like to see him come back to Cleveland and run his farewell tour with the Cleveland Cavaliers.
I would like to see that.
I would definitely like to see that because...
But then again, after that, I'll be glad he's gone.
You'll be glad he's gone. Well, I'll be honest with you. I think he can still help. He can still help, man. There's nobody... He's still strong, and he's got that big frame, man. And when he decides he wants to go the whole, nobody stops him. really. They never have been able to.
Well, they don't even try. It's like it's a golden rule. If LeBron gets the ball, get out of the way.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it looks on TV, too. If he's getting the ball, watch what happens. Everybody moves. I don't care how big they are. They all just get out of the way.
Yeah.
And that just irks me. I remember when some of them guys used to go in the middle, and you had Shaq, and even back in the day when you had Jabbar and Chamberlain and Bill Laimbeer.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
Them guys would beat you to death if you dared to go up the middle.
Bill Laimbeer would bloody your nose.
Yeah, Laimbeer would hit you. Dave Cowens.
And Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, Rodman. Dave Cowens, Barkley. They all beat you. They beat you to death.
That's true.
But now you go in the middle and everybody gets out of the way. The only guy that even tries to stay with you is Wemby. Wemby's the only guy that get up there and block whatever you throw up there.
That's why you ever notice we're always looking for somebody who can play defense and get out there and play tough. Like, every team's got a guy or two that'll get out there and do that. And the Cavs seems like they're always looking for one, or trying to trade away to get one of those guys. And
they don't exist anymore.
I just wonder.
They don't. They don't, because no one. I mean, there ain't too many teams that even have that anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, back in the day, we had Lonnie Shelton, and we throw him out there just for that. Hey, go beat this guy up. Okay.
What do you think we had Tristan out there for?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
what he did.
Yeah.
He was the bad guy. We would put him out there. Okay, let's see. Winowski says he'd like to see LeBron come back to Cleveland. Who else? Cody Whitlock. I wouldn't mind seeing one last run with LeBron in Cleveland next year. I really think that was cool. To be honest with you, I would go. I got to see it. If he comes, I'm there. I'll just tell you right now. Winowski says, haha, agreed. I'll be glad when he's gone, but it would be fun to see him play with Mitchell and Harden on his way out.
Yeah.
True that. And he says, LeBron knows how to flip the switch at playoff time. That's a fact. And he said, can imagine the starting lineup of, this is Winowski saying this, can you imagine a starting lineup of LeBron, Allen, Mobley, Mitchell, and Harden? Wow. Yeah, that would be crazy. Plus have Mobley grabbing boards. They could be super tough. This is all Winowski on here saying this. Dan Pack's on board. He is in the house. LeBron knows how to flip the switch. That was LeBron saying that. I'm sorry. I thought that was Dustin. It was another D. His name is Dan Pack, our good friend and brother from South Lorraine, growing up playing ball with each other. We got a little tough with each other sometimes, Dan. Let's face it. I think we played tougher basketball sometimes than these guys are out there playing in the NBA, man, on the boards. We'd be beating each other up pretty good, wouldn't we? Hey, I got to say this, though. Since we're on the Cavs, man, the last game I watched, it was the game when Allen came back. And I'm thinking, all right, let's see how this is going to work, because he's been off for a while with that tendonitis in the knee. And, we all know that it's like we had Mobley, okay? When he was out, did you notice how he turned it up a notch? Because you know why? Because I think we finally got a guy in James Harden that knows how to pass the ball inside to the big guy.
Yes.
When is the last time the Cleveland Cavaliers has focused on passing the ball inside and feeding your big guys?
Yeah, Mark Price.
I mean, really? Is it? I mean,
That's
that
how
might
long,
be
because
it.
Garland, I didn't like Garland. And before that, we had Sexton, who went past it to nobody. And them were your two guards.
Well, I tell you, I'm actually excited about it, because I didn't know if Mobley could do it when Allen was out. So James Harden never missed a beat. He fed the way he fed Jared Allen. And if you guys are watching the games, you know what I'm talking about. James Harden is an excellent passer.
Yes, he is.
And he's a physical point guard. When he comes up the floor, you're not going to stop him. He's going to go where he wants to.
Yep.
And he can dribble and handle the ball well. And when you think you're going to come up on him and release off of them, he'll put it right in your face. Pass it between your legs, around their back. And he's getting that ball inside to the big guys. And he's just feeding those big guys. And I'm telling you, they're averaging 20 points a game, at least, with Harden in, since he's been here to Cleveland. And so I'm glad to see that we've got James Harden on our side right now, because I think he's going to make a difference. And plus, we got Cody's man back. Strus is back in. And that guy had a game, 29 points the other night.
Yeah.
So you get them all together, you know. What about Cody? Are you on here? Your boy's back in. So what's he say? Starting lineup, he says, I know Tyson and Wade have been out recently. Yeah, Tyson, good young player, Pass. What do you think about Tyson?
I like Tyson, but isn't he out with a toe injury?
A toe. Here we go again.
Come on.
Here we go again. We got Darius Garland all over.
We're going to have to get a podiatrist.
You
Just
tell, what is up with the toe?
we got to get a podiatrist in here to be a coach.
We need a podiatrist. Dustin, do you know a good podiatrist that you could send our way? He says, Harden has eyes in the back of his head. He said, I've never seen, rolling up here. Where am I getting a little static here from somewhere? Can you hear that?
Yeah.
The static? Okay. He said, Darden has eyes in the back of his head. I think that's what he was trying to say. Eyes in the back of his head. I've never seen someone distribute the ball the way he does. It's wild. And you're right. If you look, he's like, for his career, he's going to be one of the top point guards as far as assists go and points by the time he retires. They're saying he should be in the top 5 ever by the time he retires. That's what I read the other day.
I don't know how many assists he had.
A lot. I think it was 9,000 or 10. It was
Is it that many?
A lot. I was like, whoa.
I'm thinking back of some of the guards. I mean, Magic Johnson, John Stockton.
Yeah. Gandhi said Strus crushed it the other night. 81 points at the half is just insane.
Yes.
I think they broke a record, 149 points for total score. I think that was a record for the Cavs. Cody says Strus hit for 29. When he's feeling his shot, he's hard to stop. I'm going to tell you right now, when you got him, and who's the other point guard that comes in? Merrill? Is it Merrill? When Merrill's on fire. When Merrill's on, Strus is on, and those guys are coming in. Sometimes they're coming off the bench, unless they're going to start Strus. But you got those kind of guys coming in off the bench while the other guys are getting a blow. That's going to make all the difference in the world. We do have to come up with a little bit of defense. Dave Lozano says Dr. Ronnie Lott would take care of those toes. Cody Whitlock says Merrill, that's the boy. When he's hot, he's like Strus.
That's just it, though. You know, when he's hot, he's on. When Strus is hot, he's on. When Mobley's hot, when he's hot, and that's what just happens. You'll get a game from one of them guys, and there's times where the other two ain't even showing up. Yeah. I've seen games where Mobley just looks like he don't even want to be there.
That's true.
And Merrill, he has his, again, hot and cold games. Strus is the same way.
You know, when Merrill, if he comes out and he hits that first shot, and then he follows it up with another 3, if he hits those first 2 or 3 threes, look out.
Yeah.
He's on. But if he comes out and misses 2 or 3, you might as well set him on the bench. You're right. I agree with you on that. Cody says 2 sharpshooters, they spread the floor. Yep. John Landy says shoulder. Dan Pack says he blames you for a broken clavicle, Coach Paz, now.
I don't know
when we were playing basketball. Uh-oh. He says he knows nothing about that. I don't know if that, I think that something goes off when we're telling the fib. Is that a fib finder? When someone's telling a fib on the show? I told you we got a little physical. Things got a little tough out there in those pickup basketball games. And I think our buddy did break a collarbone there, if I'm not too far mistaken. I remember the story. Dan, this is for you if you're listening. I'm telling you how tough it was. So we're out there playing basketball. It was Dan and myself, Coach Paz. I think Jonesy was out there with us. I don't know who else. But Dan dislocated that finger. You remember?
Oh, yeah.
My gosh, he had that finger. It was pulled way over here like this. One was sticking straight up, and the other one was like leaning over on its side. And I said, oh, that's only dislocated, Dan. I said, just pop it back in place. And he said, oh, no. He's holding it, and he's jumping up and down, I said, yeah, come here. I'll pop it back in place for you. And I grabbed that finger, man, and I right back into place, man. That thing was nice and straight. He's like, oh, he started screaming, But you know what? If I'm not mistaken, didn't he finish playing? We taped it up, and he finished playing. But I think when he got home, Dan, you help us if we're lying here. But when he got home, his dad took him to the doctor, and I think the doctor told him, hey, whoever did it did a good job. I popped that finger back in place, and it was good. Dan, if I'm lying now, you got to tell me. So we'll have to get the lie button going on here. But I think that's the way I remember it. We're getting a little bit older, so we could be off just a little bit, But I think it's pretty much right on the mark. It's right on the mark. Okay, so so I just wanted to say that we got a little bit deep on the Cavs here, but they've only got about 7 games left, right? 7 or 8 games left.
No idea. You're probably right.
In the season. So, but now here's what worries me. He says tough love, and he says, "Yep, I'm the doctor." So I was right. What do you think of that? Hey, Dr. Murray here is in the house. I know it just had to be dislocated the way it looked,
Oh yeah.
But I just saved you a little bit of time, Dan. A little bit. When you got you out of that pain, we just popped it back in. You were good to go. You were back on the court in no time. You were a trooper and a tough cookie there. So, but anyways, back to the Cavs. I think there's only, correct me if I'm wrong out there, listeners, but I think it's only like 7 or 8 games left. So in those 7 and 8 games passed, what would you like to see happen with the Cavaliers in those last 7 or 8 games?
You got to see who their opponent is. I'm not sure who their opponent is, but they got to win. They have to win because I think, if I'm not mistaken, they're only right now the 4th seed.
4th seed. 4th spot.
You got teams like Detroit, but Detroit's without Cunningham right now, so Detroit's beatable.
Yes.
But Boston's coming on strong. Tatum's back to his old self. Mm-hmm. He scored 32 the other night, or last night, I think it was. And Boston's back to where it was, and that's scary.
I know. Just our luck.
Yeah. And then the teams out west, they're really beating each other up. I mean, Oklahoma City, you got...
Dan says there are 8 games left. 8 games.
You got the Joker over there, and where's he at? Denver, I believe.
Yeah, well, Cody says we got the Lakers. He said pretty easy rest of the schedule other than the Lakers, who have been hot as of recently. So, well, what I was trying to say, though, is like, what do you think, like, as far as getting the guys in? Because, honestly, I don't think this group has had time to, like, really all of them be on the floor at the same time.
That's true. That's true, and they got to get all that together. But here's the other problem with that, too, is as soon as you get that, one of them's going to go down. I'm willing to bet Jared Allen goes down.
I'm telling you, man.
Jared Allen's going to go down. He's not going to want to play in the playoffs.
Come on. Let's don't even say that. I'm hoping he come away from that after learning his lesson last year. He was so upset everybody called him soft for missing the playoffs the year before.
Well, he's got to prove himself.
Well, he didn't miss a game last year. He told the coach wanted him to come out and said, "No, I want to play every game. I don't want to sit on the bench in my dress clothes. I want to play every game," because he was trying to prove to the fans that he wasn't soft.
Let's see what he does in the playoffs.
That's what I say, too. Save it for the playoffs, big man. So I honestly like Jared Allen right now. I think James Harden has really brought Jared Allen out to the fans on what he can do as a big guy. We've never had a point guard. Let's face it, the point guards we've had have been more interested in shooting the ball themselves.
Yes.
They weren't interested. James Harden, since he's been here, is happy with his 17 or 20 points.
Yes.
And the rest of the time, he's feeding that big guy. Feed the puppy, man.
Because he knows.
He's just in there, yeah.
I mean, seriously, look how many playoffs and how far his teams have gone in the playoffs.
Yes.
He needs to go in there in the locker room and just say, "Hey, boys, this is the way it's got to be, or we ain't making it." I mean, Jared Allen was supposed to come here and do some of that. Spider did a little bit, but, Spider's still young. So.
Ding, ding. You got the right answer.
But a lot of these guys don't have that, the playoff thing down. And Harden's got to tell them what it's going to take. And until they get that, they're not going to go very far. I mean, you look at all these other teams. I mean, Joker's been doing it. LeBron, of course. How many playoffs he's been in.
Yeah.
You got these teams. SGA now knows how to do it. So they're just, they know how to do it. And you got to have the team chemistry all the way in to get it done.
Yeah. Cody says, fingers crossed we stay healthy, but unfortunately agree with Coach Paz. Lights were too bright for him in the Garden. That's true. Boston's back. Harden is definitely a game changer. When Dustin Winowski says, and John Landy says, always a good assistant for Mitchell. There's no doubt. I think it takes some of the pressure off of Mitchell to go out there and worry about everybody else, and he can kind of just be himself and go get his 45 points every game or something.
And to be honest with you, before Harden got here, I think that John's right, because Mitchell did seem to put a lot on his own shoulders to carry the team.
Yeah.
And with Harden there, he doesn't have to do it as much, thank God. And I think you can see Mitchell a little more relaxed out there.
Yeah.
And he's not, usually you see him, he's all uptight and he's trying to do everything. Well, you can't do that. Now that he's got some people around him that can help him, it's going to be nice.
Yeah, that's true, man. So if we can get those guys all revved up and ramped up and get kind of playing together, I can see them gelling right at the right time with all these injuries. Strus is coming back. You've got Allen back. Mobley's out there. And if we can just I'm going to tell you now, I like Tyson.
Yeah, I do too.
I hope to God whatever's wrong with his toe, he gets over it and it never happens again, because the boy was putting up 20-some points a game when he was playing when the other guys were down.
He's a good ball player.
Darius Garland, before we traded him, he was out there for him, and he was scoring, remember the games he had? He was steady, hitting the 3 points, driving to the lane, even played some decent defense, I think, in my mind. So I hope that he can get better for the playoffs.
To be honest with you, Wade's an important player for us.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not a fan of Wade, but he's important for, what we have. He takes a little heat off of other players sometimes, and it's good to have that type of player.
Yeah, and the new guys we got on board, Ellis. And some of those guys.
Schroeder.
Yes. I think they're going to come in very, very handy to have on this team.
Yeah, Schroeder. Schroeder can really play. He hasn't really given us his best yet, but I'm telling you, Schroeder can play.
I've watched him take it to the hole. The way he's got that shot where he's got that floater that he throws up.
The teardrop.
Yes, I love to watch him shoot that. I don't know. That's amazing to me how guys are with that. It says, what does he have? He said he had that 39-point game against the Sixers. Tyson has a lot of upside, Cody says.
Yeah.
I forgot about that, Cody. You're right, man. 39-point game.
Yep.
So
he's got it.
He's got it. That's what I say.
A good ball player.
I see a good future for him here in Cleveland. And we just got to keep those guys together.
Yep.
And we need to go deeper this year. We've got to go deeper than the second round. There's just, John Landy says wish Schroeder was 10 years younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be really nice.
Well, if we can get 2 years out of him and try to get us past over the hump here, it would be money well spent for the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's for sure. Guys, don't forget, one more time, like and share this. If you would for us tonight, when you get off from watching the show, please share this on your Facebook feed with everyone. Go to our YouTube channel, Coach's Corner on YouTube, and like and subscribe, because don't forget, on April 23rd, we're going live. I said we are going live on YouTube with our NFL Draft Special, and we're going to have prizes and games on that episode, so make sure you're there. We are still looking for someone to come on board and help us out in studio here. I've got a couple feelers out right now, so hopefully by then we will have that assistant producer to the show locked down, and we'll be able to focus a little bit more on just kind of what we do at the desk here instead of doing the other things that are going on here. So, see if I missed anybody. Listen, I just want to say thank you again for tuning in tonight. Coach Pasdow and myself, we love doing this. We've been together for quite a few years. And like I said, we just like to talk sports, and really that's what it's all about. We're not saying we're the know-all, end-alls, but we do know a little bit about Cleveland sports because we've been a fan for so daggone long. That's for sure. How many years would you say? 50-something without giving our ear? 50-something, like my...
50-something.
Something. That's what my grandson says. I want something to eat. Give me something to eat. That sounds pretty good right about now. But, all right, Dustin Winowski says, I'll see if I'm in town on the 23rd? And if so, I'll be glad to help you guys out. All right, Dustin, we need to talk. I'll get in touch. It's a finals appearance for the team or bust. If we win, that's great. But if we lose in the finals, go get LeBron and win it next year. That's right, Cody. I go along with that. Cody is thinking Cavs. I like it when we think some Cavs, man. So, one more thing, though, we have to touch base on. The big news. The big news. It come out, I think it was today. Our quarterback has made an announcement. He's no longer number 12. He's going back to number 2. Number 2. Now, listen, that's not number 2 was his number when he was with Colorado. So he wanted to go back to number 2. So our quarterback.
Who had it?
I don't know who had it. I don't know if anybody did. Did they? Number 2?
Not that I know of.
Whatever. I don't think they did. So he was like, heck with this. I want to go back to my number 2. And hey, God bless him. Hopefully it does him well and he can represent it as we go on this year. Shedeur, I think, is going to do all right with the Cavs. With the Browns this year, I'll get it right. With the Browns this year, I think Shedeur is going to show some people exactly what they missed in the draft. That's at least one coach's opinion. That's why I think they're going. They've drafted the line. I promise you, you mark my words, they're going to draft more than one receiver and one more lineman, and that's probably going to be a left tackle. What do you think, Pez?
They got to. They got to draft a tackle, whether it be left or right. They got to figure it out somehow. They need to draft like 2 offensive linemen. But I'll tell you, I think we need another linebacker, too, because, I mean, I know no one wants to go defense, but I truly think the Browns need another linebacker. I mean, you only got 2. You got Schlesinger and I can't remember the guy we signed.
I got it here. We just signed it. Wait a minute. I got it.
I can't think of his name. He's Quincy Williams.
Yep.
You got those 2, but who do we got after them? There's not much there. I personally feel, and I think we need another stud linebacker.
Go after a linebacker in the draft.
Yeah. If we could get Rodriguez, that would be phenomenal. I think that kid's going to be really good.
It'd be good to get another young, tough nut receiver like Schlesinger, because if we do, then them 2 can they'll be
Quincy's good
for years, man.
Quincy's going to be a beast.
So you got the 2 or 3 of them out there in the middle.
Yeah.
That's something that we haven't. Guys, you guys know it as well as I do. We haven't had a good middle defense in quite some time now, especially for the run. Up until last year. Last year, it seemed like we did halfway decent with that, and I think Schlesinger was a big part of that. So can you imagine if we get another linebacker or 2 out there that can help out?
The thing that's getting me with Cleveland, though, is they go and they'll have some defensive tackles that could help plug up that middle. I mean, they had Ogunjobi, who was one of my all-time favorites. Mm-hmm. They had Dalvin Tomlinson, who was a good ball player. And they just keep letting them type of players go, and they shouldn't. And then they'll bring in these other guys. And
I don't think they want to pay him. I think that's what it is. They get good, and then they don't want to pay him, and then they let him go, and then they go somewhere else. And
but the thing is they're going somewhere else, and they ain't making that big money. Ogunjobi didn't get paid that much in Pittsburgh. Mm-hmm. And then Dalvin, I can't remember where he went, but he's been bouncing around since.
Yeah, Ogunjobi killed me when we lost him, man. Keith Myers says he hopes Barry has a good draft, as good as draft as he did last year with 5 starters. So yes, we do too. I hope it wasn't a fluke, and I hope he is. It looks like I will give AB some credit. You know, I'm going to tell you, I never give the man any credit hardly, but I'm going to give him a little bit of credit here. I think he's kind of nailed it in the offseason. Building this line, he's nailed it. He
didn't have much of a choice.
No, but at least he did it. I mean, with the Browns, you never know. So Keith, yeah, I hope he does, man. I hope he has great success.
To be honest with you, if you think about Barry did do a good job, because seriously, think about who wants to come to Cleveland the way that we've been so messed up. I mean, we got a lot of talent, but we can't put it together.
Yeah. And
it just doesn't make sense. Yeah. Was that the coach's fault? We don't know. We'll find out. But Yeah, he had to do something, especially on that offensive line. We were in trouble.
Well, I got corrected here. I got corrected. That is the button that says we're telling a little fib here. Evidently, Shadur was 8 last year. I said 12. So he's number 2 now. So that's all that matters. Number 2, and Dylan Gabriel was number 5. John. So John was asking what number
Yeah, Gabriel
he was.
was 5. Yeah.
Gabriel was 5. So, yeah, and Coach Lozano says you can never have enough linebackers. And
He would know.
the linebacker coach himself for many years for us, would absolutely know that. He's produced some very, very good players over the years, and I hope to get them on board soon. So that's why I need you to share this. I need you to share it. Get it out there so we can get it in front of people. Let's see if I missed anybody here. I think I've done well with the comments tonight. This is why we need an in-studio guy, because it's hard for me. Once the comments start coming in quickly, it's hard for me to keep up with those. So we're looking to get like a person or two to come in and help us with the studio. He says, I'm thinking of his college number, laugh loud. He was 8 at Oregon. I thought he was
Who am I at Oregon?
8. Was he 8? It was 8, Shadur. Great show, guys. Love it.
He didn't
Thank
play
you,
for
Keith.
Oregon.
Tune in next week. We loved having you on board. It's not Oregon. He was with Colorado, buddy.
Right.
Colorado.
Dylan was with Oregon.
Yeah. Well, guys, I think that's it. We're getting towards the end of our show. I just want to thank you guys tonight for tuning in. It's not a sports talk show without you guys. We need your comments, so make sure you tune in. Tell your friends next week to come on board. I'm sure we're going to be getting deep into some, we'll talk about the Guardians home opener, but then we're going to be getting to more into the pro football as the draft is coming up. And don't forget that on April 13th, we're going to be having our mock draft on April 13th. We got to give Coach Paz now a little bit more time to get stuff together, but he's doing it, and we will be ready. So on the 13th, we're having our mock draft, and on April 23rd, we're going to be doing the NFL draft. It's going to be our special show that we're going to be doing. So, guys, I just want to say this. Remember, no matter what, how big your problems are, it's not too big for God. And listen, we love talking sports, and we love talking to you. So anytime we get to talk sports is a good time. So please tune on board every Monday night. I'm trying to find our music, and I'm not able to. So we'll just play some of this for you. How's that? We'll end the show with some of that and just say, this is Coach Murray. Coach Paz now. Thanks for tuning in. Come and tune in next week. Peace. We're out.
Another one bites the dust.